What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and today we're going to talk about the Bowlers and Valkyries. This is primarily an attack used to 2-star at Town Hall 11 as a Town Hall 10. So your Town Hall 10s jumping up to get them 2 stars help with coordinating attacks so that your Town Hall 11s can hopefully dip and take them Town Hall 10s. Clearly you can still get this to work as a Town Hall 11, and I'll show you one of my attacks doing so, but let's jump straight into this where we're going to start off with Slayer against their number 6. So the idea of this attack, it works very good on ring bases, but you can get it to work on other bases so long as you can set that funnel. So you have to take out both rings of buildings you can see on this base, and once they're down you can then send the Valkyries to the core. Let's just dive straight into it so you can see what's happening, and then we'll break it down in the other attacks. We do have Slayer's second attack later on in the video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. He's starting off with an earthquake spell right in the center. I sometimes like to save that just in case there's any Teslas you can get any damage on in the middle there, but it is one extra thing you have to do. So he's coming in with the queen charge, he's coming straight into the enemy queen. Now it doesn't really matter at this point which way she goes, as long as she creates that funnel. Would be nice for her to go to the Eagle Artillery and get that down, but it really doesn't matter. And you can then send your bowlers in to join with your queen and kind of make one bigger team, or you can send them in the other direction. All depends on what they're going to get. In this case, the queen is walking anti-clockwise up here to the north. He's going to send the bowlers in towards the Eagle Artillery and set the funnel that way. Just a couple of Valkyries on the outside will mean that the bowlers will target the defenses on the inside here to create the funnel, instead of trying to shoot outwards towards the trash buildings. So just being patient, making sure that the queen's walking up to the north, and then the other troops will target the buildings down to the south here to create that funnel so that the Valkyries will go straight into the core. So here comes the King, P.E.K.K.A and bowlers. Very nice addition of the P.E.K.K.A. We'll show you, especially in the next attack, you'll see a great example of why that is useful. You can use just about any troop really to set the funnel, but the bowlers are nice because they have that bounce. They can get them defenses a little bit deeper. So just waiting until the Eagle Artillery goes down. Jump spell is already in place, and one test Valkyrie just to make sure they're going to go to the core. Also quite nice because it means they can set off any giant bombs that are in the middle there. Other Valkyries do get a little bit caught, but since the funnel is set, they do go into the center. Rage spell smack bang in the middle means they can take down all of them buildings. You can see that there were Teslas in the middle. The earthquake would have helped to get them down a little bit quicker, but it really doesn't matter. They don't have a lot of hit points, and it's one extra thing to concentrate on. So just finishing off, you don't normally have to worry about time with this attack because it is just a 2-star, but as a Town Hall 11, I've certainly seen it transition into a 3-star attack. Any of you guys that haven't seen my BoWiVa guide, I'll link it in the top right there now, but you can see a nice comfortable 2-star as a Town Hall 10 onto the Town Hall 11, so a great attack by Slayer. You need that jump spell, and then it's mainly just having rage spells to help with the queen charge and rage them Valkyries at the core. So moving on to the second attack, we're going to move down to their number 13. This is by our leader, Jenny. And another great attack, another brilliant example of it. You can see there's a few more buildings and defenses in the middle there, but we'll get to that in a second. So down in the south here, she's going to start creating the funnel, brings a haste spell in first along with balloons to take out this archer tower, because there's not many other buildings that can target air right down in the center, down in the south here, sorry. And then she can bring some baby dragons in to set the funnel. So a great use of balloons, managed to get a few defenses, then the baby dragons can pick off these trash buildings, and you can see that the funnel's already set. The queen, when she comes in, is then going to walk anti-clockwise, and it means we can control her. So it's very easy, she doesn't have to waste any rage spells at this point. There's not a lot of defenses here that are going to lock onto her at any one point. She has some wall breakers to get her in, obviously, just to get these other buildings, but notice how she waited until that archer tower locked onto the queen. You need to make sure where you're sending the wall breakers in that they're not going to get targeted by them defenses and get taken out. You need to make sure that there's other troops there attracting the fire from the defenses. So baby dragon there, just creating the funnel so that when she brings the rest of the troops in, they'll go into the base with the queen. Here's an example of that P.E.K.K.A just absorbing the Eagle Artillery fire, and normally they can absorb about 3 rounds of the Eagle Artillery and save your bowlers, so that is a very nice addition to this army. I always try and bring the P.E.K.K.A for that reason. And you can see again, she's just being patient, waiting of the funnel to be created. Notice how the jump spell wouldn't give direct access to the town hall in this one, so she needs to bring a couple of wall breakers in, utilizing that rage spell as well to get that open. Even sets off a giant bomb, just absolutely brilliant. Then the jump spell will give the Valkyries access into the town hall. Such a shame that the queen goes down here. Maybe the Valkyries in a little bit earlier would have allowed her to keep the queen alive, but she's just being patient until that funnel's created. You're far better off waiting until the funnel's created than have your Valkyries run off astray. So in they come, they do get distracted, but this is the power of the Valkyries once you get them into the core. Even though they run off down to the bottom here and take out them Teslas, they're still able to get in there, take the town hall, and swag a rage spell while she's at it. So a great attack, solid 2-star as a Town Hall 10 against this Town Hall 11, and again it just then allows you to have your 11s to really rack up percent, drop down and dip on the Town Hall 10s. And let's move across to my attack for this one. So I think we did then have an 11 take this for a higher percentage, but my first attack here on their number 16, I'll just show you, this isn't, you know, an exact ring base, but we still get the strategy to work. So I'm going to come in from the south here, and I'm going to make sure to create a funnel down at the bottom here so I can send the queen up to this compartment. Now I know that from there she's going to be able to get the clan castle and the enemy heroes, and then I can bring the bowlers into this area to try and create the funnel here. So I'll have the funnel created down in the south and the east, and as long as I put my jump spell into this area here, the Valkyries will get straight in to the town hall. So let's just dive straight into it so you can see exactly what's happening. Bringing the baby dragon in down at the south here to start creating the funnel, and then the queen is going to come in and start taking out all these trash buildings. Now I know that this area here is going to be a little bit dangerous. That's the only place where she's going to have a lot of defenses on her. Wasn't sure whether she'd get in to get the clan castle lure, but I knew that once I get her into this compartment she would. So I know I'm going to have to use a rage spell down in this area because she's under quite heavy fire, but she's going to get these defenses down rather quick. Once she moves around to the right hand side, I don't really have to worry. There's only really one arch tower which is going to be locked onto her. So I can then just be patient again. It's just a case of waiting and watching your queen. You can allow her to have quite a lot of time. You'll see I even allow her to have a little bit too much time on this one. Wall breakers in because that arch tower wasn't going to lock onto her, and you notice the bottom part of the compartment I was able to take out. So I put my poison on the clan castle to make sure. I wasn't sure what was in there. This was a fresh hit. Make sure to get that balloon, and I obviously misplaced that rage spell. So just wanted to help the queen through this lava hound, because although she's not in any danger, it does take her a long time to get through the lava hound. You need to make sure that you're keeping an eye on time as well. So she misses 2 lava pups, but then after she takes out this spell factory, turns around and takes them, and she's now going to go into that compartment where we want her to. So the CC is down. She's going to have no bother taking out this king, and it's really just making sure I still have the ability there for the enemy queen. Again, there's not a lot of defenses in this area, so I knew she wasn't really going to be under any trouble, but I do only have 1 rage spell left, and I need to save that for the Valkyries getting into the core. So you can see the funnel is massively created down in the south. I'm already at 25%, probably a little bit too early on the ability there, but I can now start to bring the rest of my troops in to take out this area and create the funnel over to the east. So a couple of wall breakers to break into this area. Brilliant timing on the Grand Warden's ability look to help save the queen here. She just about was down and managed to save her health. I don't think she'd have went down anyway, but there's the jump spell for the Valkyries to get into the core. In they come, and they're going to target the clan castle first, in towards the town hall. That's going to go down easily, and they even get the Eagle Artillery to save my bowlers around the side here, and at this point it's just picking up as big of a percentage as I can. So we'll just fast forward this bit because that's the attack. You've kind of seen what happened. There's nothing else I can do at this point other than sit and hope. Ran out of time, 72%, so that's the attack strategy for you. I did say I would show you an attack where you use other troops for this one, So let's move down. I believe it was Reluctance who attacked, yes, they're number 9. And if we have a look at this first attack, he doesn't have the bowlers. You can see he mainly uses baby dragons in order to create that funnel. But like I say, as long as you create the funnel, it really doesn't matter. The bowlers are just quite nice because they can take down this second layer of defenses. And you'll see in a second that that is the case on this attack. So coming in with the baby dragons just to start sniping off them buildings, then we're sending the queen in. Again, just being quite patient. This is a Town Hall 10 versus a Town Hall 11. And it's just a case of waiting, watching your queen's health. Often you can create the funnel to send, you know, her in a specific direction, but the pathing can be a little bit funny as well. So out comes the CC, 2 poison spells, very nice. They're going to track over both of them. Balloon is going to go down before it even gets to the queen because of that, and she's going to have no problem taking out these dragons. You can see the baby dragons still helping to create the funnel, and he's just using them sparingly to help take down these defenses. So at this point, we're watching the queen. You're not sure which way she's going to go here. She decides to go anti-clockwise, and again, it really doesn't matter. It's just monitoring the attack and adapting from there. So as she walks up that direction, a baby dragon just to help her so she doesn't start attracted to the buildings on the outside here. She's mainly focused on the ones in the middle, and then we can send some troops to take out this area for the Valkyries to go to the core. So you'll see that the king comes in along with a couple of Valkyries, a clan castle of Valkyries, and the baby dragon again on the outside to keep them focused. But here is where the Valkyries are obviously attracted down the outside here. The bowlers would be attracted to the dark elixir drill, the air defense, the mortar, and help to create that funnel a little bit easier. Again, it doesn't matter. You can see that the test Valkyrie though is attracted to the dark elixir drill, so he just has to wait until that is taken down before he can send the mass Valkyries into the core. Here they all come right into the middle, throws that inferno, rage spell to get that town hall down, and again he even has a couple of extra troops to help get that 50%, the 2-star, very nicely done as a Town Hall 10. So for the final attack, let's move back to Slayer and his second attack. So, someone else actually beat him to it in order of percent there. So we'll move across to the board, find Slayer, and move to his second attack. Actually, it was his first attack, sorry, against the number 14. So again, a very similar ring style base, coming in with the queen walk, using the bowlers to help create the funnel, jump spell for the Valkyries to get into the middle of the base. That's the basic idea of this attack. It's very simple to do really, as long as you're just patient with that queen charge, patient with the funnel, a few very basic things to understand, and you can really get this strategy to work well. So queen walk coming in from the south, just using the baby dragon to help control where she's going to go, coming in, making sure to use the rage spell to keep her alive. As soon as that expo locked onto her, poison spells in there already to get that balloon down. Dragons again in the clan castle, but it's not too much of an issue as long as you have them poison spells. I like to take them as well, plus the queen under rage and the healers under rage as well can get them down quite easily. So that's another thing I should probably point out. Notice the heal spell there. The healers were just in the radius of the back end of the rage spell, sorry, not the heal spell, so that they could heal the queen, and it means that they move into the rage spell. If he had have placed it, you know, further back, the healers would have moved out of the spell quicker. So he's getting more out of that spell, and you'll notice that it actually ran out of time. The healers were still in there. So again, you don't have to worry about time. With this attack, just be very patient with the queen walk, or the queen charge, sorry, because you're not going to run out of time when you're going for the 2-star. So she's walking around clockwise there, sending in the P.E.K.K.A first along with the bowlers. Actually, the king attracted the eagle artillery fire that time, but as long as the king or the P.E.K.K.A attracts the fire and it saves your bowlers, it's then just allowing the rest of these buildings to go down. The jump spell is already in, and that initial area where you broke in tends to then be the prime area to bring your Valkyries. So it works quite well, whereby in this case where he split the bowlers and the queen, the area he broke in provided access for the Valkyries to come through. You will notice in my attack I broke the queen in initially, and then I broke her in further around the corner but the bowlers had continued to create that funnel. So wherever you bring the wall breakers in, that tends to give you area for the Valkyries to go. You'll see he had 6 wall breakers left in this one, easily got the 2-star. I hope that helps. A little bit of a, you know, just thrown out the video there because there was a couple of nice attacks using this strategy within this war, and I just wanted to break it down as a Town Hall 10 because my guide for the BoWiVa Attack mainly focused on Town Hall 11s actually pushing through for the 3-star, and we use it a lot. I use it a lot as a Town Hall 10. I've recently moved to Town Hall 11 to get them 2-stars, get them on the board, a decent safe percentage 2-star in order to free up some of your Town Hall 11 attacks. So I hope that helps. Please drop any comments down in the comments section and we can discuss strategy. I'll try and help you guys out. I've been your host, Judo Sloth. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.